You know that moment when you're scrolling through endless chair options and you start wondering if any of them will actually survive a full day of back-to-back Zoom calls, a marathon gaming session, and the occasional just sit for a sec while I grab a snack moment? I felt the same thing last month, and before I threw any money at a chair I wanted to be sure I wasn't signing up for a year-long back pain saga. The SGeneE Ergonomic rolling desk chair caught my eye because it promises 4D armrests, 3D lumbar support and a breathable mesh back, all the buzzwords that sound perfect on paper. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about why the ergonomic label matters for most of us. If you spend at least 6 hours a day glued to a screen, the chair becomes a silent partner in your productivity or a silent saboteur. The SGeneE's 4D armrests mean you can move them up and down, forward and back, side to side, and even tilt them, which is a step up from the static arms you see on budget office chairs. In practice, that flexibility helped me keep my elbows at a comfortable 90-degree angle while I was editing videos, and it let me pull the arms in tight when I was hunched over a game controller, reducing shoulder strain. Now, the 3D lumbar support is another claim that's often tossed around. This chair uses a molded mesh panel that you can push in or pull out to match the curve of your lower back. I tried it in 2 positions, one with the support fully engaged, which felt like a gentle hug for my lumbar region during long writing sessions, and another with it relaxed for when I was just checking email. The real win here is that the mesh doesn't get hot like foam cushions, so even after 4 hours of sitting, the back stays relatively cool, something you'll notice if your office doubles as a gaming den. Speaking of mesh, that's the material that covers the seat and backrest. It's not a padded leather look, but a breathable fabric that lets air flow. For me, the biggest advantage showed up on a humid summer day when my usual leather-like chair turned sticky after an hour. The SGeneE stayed comfortably cool, and the slight give in the mesh conformed to my thighs without digging in. However, that same flexibility means the seat isn't as plush as a high-density foam cushion, so if you prefer sinking into a pillow-soft seat, this might feel a bit firm after the first couple of hours. The rolling base is a standard 5-wheel caster setup, but the casters are made from a harder polymer rather than rubber. In a carpeted home office, they roll smoothly without leaving marks, but on polished hardwood they can be a little noisier than the rubber-coated wheels you see on premium models. It's a trade-off. You get a solid glide on carpet, but you might need to add a rug if you're sensitive to the clicking sound on a smooth floor. Who should actually consider buying this chair? If you're a remote worker who needs a chair that adapts to multiple tasks, writing reports, video calls, quick gaming breaks, and you don't want to shell out for a top-tier executive chair, the SGeneE hits a sweet spot. It's also a solid pick for gamers who sit for long sessions but still need to switch to a more upright posture when they step away. The price point lands it in the mid-range, so you're getting a lot of adjustment features without the premium price tag. On the flip side, if you're someone who spends most of the day in a single, relaxed posture like a writer who prefers a deep, cushioned seat, or if you have very specific medical lumbar requirements that need a customized orthotic, you might be better off investing in a chair with dedicated memory foam lumbar pads or a fully upholstered seat. The mesh, while breathable, does not provide that plush feel, and the built-in lumbar support, though adjustable, might not replace a professional ergonomic assessment. Another practical point is assembly. The chair comes in a flat-packed box with all the usual hardware, and the instructions are fairly straightforward, about 30 minutes of work with a basic screwdriver. I didn't run into any missing screws, but the 4D armrest knobs are a bit stiff the first time you turn them, so a quick spray of a bit of silicone grease can make the adjustments smoother. Once set up, the chair feels stable, the base doesn't wobble even when you lean back fully, which is reassuring during those intense gaming moments when you're constantly shifting weight. Let's talk durability for a second. The frame is steel, and the mesh is reinforced at stress points, so you won't see fraying after a few months of daily use. The biggest wear and tear I noticed after about 3 weeks was the occasional scuff on the casters where they met the floor, but a simple wipe with a damp cloth kept them looking fresh. The upholstery doesn't have any seams that could